everybody, it's me, Kai Man, and today I want to talk about Mercury Retrograde in the sign of Pisces, which also represents the 12th house. It's a universal lesson. Mercury went into the sign of Pisces on February 19th, and it is going retrograde on March 5th through the 28th. Now, it's been in the sign for about 11 days, so it's given us a little bit of lessons already. Now, what's going to happen on the 5th is it's going to give us a pop quiz. You know, usually you get a pop quiz before you get the fight on. Basically, it's just going to go back over and kind of see what we've learned. Now, the lesson that we're getting is, first we need to know what retrograde is and what it means. Retrograde is to go back over or to go backwards. In Latin, it's retro, backwards, back, or behind. Again, the lesson is in the sign of Pisces, and Pisces is about compassion. Universally, we can see that the world really needs to give compassion. We can look at the Jussie Smollett case right about now. I'm sure we all, have done some things that we ourselves need some compassion for. And you can always think too, but there before the grace of God go I, because it could have happened to us. Anything that happens on a universal level like that, where we can see people publicly do things that, and we don't know if he really did it or not, allegedly. But if he did, we have to have compassion on the simple fact that there's something a little bit deeper going on with him. If he did it, there has to be something a little bit deeper going on with him. So anyway, the sign of Pisces. Now with the sign of Pisces, they are the 12th sign, and they feel the breath of the world or the universe on their shoulders, because each sign carries the characteristics of the sign before it. So just think, they are the 12th sign, so they have all of the 11 signs characteristics within them as well. So they are aware of the whole breadth of the universe. They are the sign of eternity, reincarnation, and spiritual rebirth. So this is a spiritual time for us. It really is. It's about rebirth. It's about reincarnation. Pisces, they are receptive, they're intuitive and emotional, imaginative, romantic, they're impressionable and mystical, adaptable, and they're changeable. Being half body, half spirit, they're pulled between material existence and spiritual concerns, possessed of the knowledge that they'll never be entirely at home in the real world. If you know some Pisces, they, like to be alone. And that's because they are like feelers. They feel everything. And so sometimes they have to get by themselves. Now, Pisces have the ability to see deeply into the human psyche. They are subtle and intuitive, and they're born with the gift of prophecy. They usually feel things before they know them, and their feelings are rarely wrong. And I know that to be true because I have a son that is a Pisces. And when he says it's time to go, I'm packing up. It's time to go. No questions asked. How they communicate. Again, they're feelers. They feel the world around them. They communicate with compassion and empathy. Now, that's the lesson that we are to learn on a universal setting. But the teacher comes in, and the teacher is Mercury. Mercury is the messenger of guides. They are the guide of the souls and give off the energy of intelligence and how we think or communicate. It rules places of learning, our communication, our mind, our thoughts, and our words. Mercury brings us brilliant ideas. They illuminate messages and amazing connections. Now get that, it illuminate messages. So in this particular time, you guys might have known Pisces is ruled by the planet of Neptune, and that's of dreams, imaginary, and things of that nature. So you might notice during this particular time that your dreams have been very vivid. Some of them are probably almost prophetic, actually. Now, Mercury, again, it brings us brilliant ideas, illuminating messages. Amazing connections. Under its influence, we get flashes of insight that blazes along our brain's neural pathways, and it's seeking and perhaps attaining true wisdom and understanding. So what are you really getting and understanding during this particular time, during this Pisces season? So as it retrogrades, it's going back over what we learned so far from Pisces, our intuition, our emotions, imaginations. Have we been adaptable and changeable? Now, the one thing too, we said that Pisces is an intuitive sign. And I know you guys, a lot of times we don't use our intuition. We'll hear something within us, we'll hear ourselves say something from the inside of what it is that we need to do, and we won't do it. I challenge you to start listening to your intuition, and whatever it is that it tells you to do it. Always. Always. It loves you, it cares for you, it's checking for you, making sure that you're all right, so don't ignore it. Again, so retrograde is going back over what we learned so far from Pisces, our intuition, emotions, imaginations. Have we been adaptable to change? And the area of life that's affected during this time is the 12th house, which is our inner life. It represents experiences that require inner privacy. So we need time to get that intuitive together, that receptive imagination together. And be so that we can get into that prophecy type of spirit. Now, again, the 12th house, it represents experiences that require inner privacy. The 12th house can show us the extent to which we are at risk of self-undoing. So this is the time that you really need to be paying attention, because it'll be showing you where you are maybe sabotaging yourself. You're doing some things that you shouldn't be doing, and to cut it out, basically. And it also shows us the many ways in which we may act again on our own interests. If we want to really take this even further, we can really take a look at where Mercury lies in our natal chart and in which house, in which sign, so that we know what we need to work on, because again, Mercury is the teacher. So if you guys don't have your natal charts, make sure that you either go to cafeastrology.com, go to the astrocodex.com, or go to coldstarastrology.com. Anywhere, just Google free natal chart. There's tons of sites where you can get it. But thank you guys for listening. Make sure that you're paying attention to this, and that you're really paying attention to your inner life, and using Mercury's guide to kind of teach you what it is that you need to know. Right now, again, it's in the sign of Pisces, so there's a lot going on, okay? Well, thank you guys for listening. Be sure to like, share, and comment, and let me know what you think. If you're watching this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell up there so that you'll be notified every time that a new video comes out. Thank you for watching. Peace.
I want you to show me how to get to know someone like you, someone like you.